Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make a in the hoop pouch with lining and back pocket. I have all my supplies ready and all my fabric pressed and cut to the proper sizes according to the instructions. First, I'm going to hoop tearaway stabilizer. Once you hoop the stabilizer, print the placement stitch. Center the zipper in between the two lines and tape in place. Return the hoop to the embroidery machine and stitch the tack down zipper stitches. Now, line your fabric, your bottom front fabric, up with the zipper edge. This is folded over and pressed 1/2 inch. If you're using vinyl, you can just tuck, it doesn't need to be folded, just tuck it right up along the zipper edge. But I am using fabric, not vinyl, so I will tuck it in right there and return it to the machine to stitch the tack down. Okay, now we're going to put the top part of our bag on, the top front. Once again, this is folded over 1/2 inch, and we'll line it up with the zipper and then return to the machine and tack it down. Now the machine will just stitch the design. Now that the design has stitched, we are going to add the optional lining. So we're going to turn the hoop over and we are going to add our bottom lining first, and it is going to go line it up to the center line, just below the center line, and then tape in place. Return to the machine and stitch the tack down. Okay, it has tacked down the bottom lining. We're going to turn it over. You can see the lining is tacked down. Now we're going to put the top lining, and we are going to line it up with the same just above that line. Tape it down, and then take it back to the machine and stitch it down. Okay, that is all tacked down. Okay, I'm not sure if you noticed, but see how much extra bottom the lining has? That's very important when it comes to turning the pockets inside out. So make sure the bottom has extra fabric here. That's why the measurement's a little bit bigger than the front fabric. Okay, now we're going to put on the lobster clasp and the pocket ribbon for a cam snap. I am putting the pocket on this one. Okay, but before we forget, we must unzip the zipper. Now the zipper's unzipped. Make sure your tab is on the inside of the bag so it doesn't flip out and get caught on this in the stitch when it stitches around. Actually, I'm going to close it just a little bit. Okay, now we're going to tape down our snap, our clasp, and our ribbon. I like to make sure the clasp is taped down as well so it doesn't get caught under as the machine goes around. Okay, if you're doing the optional pocket, you want your fabric is folded in half. You want the upside down side facing you. You're going to put it about a 1/2 inch below the stitch line. Okay? You can tape in place, or you can wait till you put your next fabric on. Your back fabric. Okay? Now your back fabric goes over that face down. Just like that. You just sandwich it all together. Now I'll return it to the machine and I'll do a triple stitch around the whole design. Okay, as you can see, it's all triple stitched around. We are going to turn it over and we are going to place our lining over the back. Okay, and we want this piece to be down further as well. Okay, and then we're going to tape it in place and return it for the last stitch. Okay, the final stitch has tacked down the back lining, and as you can see, it only did that much. It left an opening for the flipping. Okay, I'm going to remove all the tape around this and take it out of the hoop. Okay, before I trim, I'm going to remove all of the stabilizer around the edges. Okay, now with that done, I'm going to trim all the way around it 1/4 inch, except for at this opening. I am not going to cut that 1/4 inch. I am going to angle it out both ways because this will be tucked into the bag once we flip it. Okay, now it's all trimmed. As you can see, just the 2 linings are longer. Okay, and we are going to turn it inside out, or right side out, I should say, from here, between these 2 linings. Be careful you don't tear these stitches. Okay, it's turned inside out, or outside right. Now we're going to remove this stitch and pull out the stabilizer right here, and that will be our opening for the bag. I like to pick out all the stabilizer. Now that center stitch will be attached, so make sure you clip it on both ends. Don't just pull it so it doesn't pull anything else out. Just cut it and then pick out the rest of that little bit of stabilizer there. Okay, everything's done. Now we're going to tuck this inside itself like so, and then line it up, and I am going to use glue and glue this hole shut. I just use my little Wonder Clips to hold it while it's drying. And now you'll turn it right side out through this opening. Okay, now I'm turning it right side out, or right side, out. I use this to get my corners. And there you have it. Pocket snap tab. You can put your doggy bags in there. Puppy treats in the zipper. It's fully lined. Yay!